Hey, it's Alastair, and we are back with another part of Baldur's Gate 3. So last time we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. We confronted Kaga about her dealings with the Shadow Druids, and 3 Shadow Druids showed up and attacked us. If the initiative and everything looks a little bit different right now, it's because I obviously saved before the fight, and so I just reloaded and got back to where we were now. So we're gonna go ahead and fight these Shadow Druids. We convinced Kaga to see the error in her ways. As much as I don't like her, it's fine. So yeah, now we're gonna attack the Shadow Druids. So this will hopefully save the tieflings from having to leave the grove, since we've sort of made Kaga see reason and see how awful she's been being. Alright, Astarion. Let's shoot the bear and knock her right out of bear form. Oops, and then of course we're invisible now because we technically killed that form. So let's dash over here, and then we'll get sneak attack on our next turn. Lae'zel is a little too far away to hit with her sword, so I'll have her shoot and then move.
Make way. Let's do this.
My bad. Nice attack of opportunity from the wolf, and from Shadowheart, and from this guy. Dang, she couldn't catch a break. She's barely hanging on. And then bonus action, we'll have Fable hit her again. They're doing good damage. Whoa. Dang. That makes sense that she would wild shape. She barely has any HP left. Alright. Let's shoot the wolf. Knock him out of wild shape form again. And then we'll move. And stay there. Lae'zel, switch to her sword. Can finish her off.
Path be true.
Now we've just got her left. And that's it. Oof. So, I don't think Fable can quite get there, so we'll just have her shoot. Kaga's gonna run up on her and finish it off. Oh, that's kind of fitting. Cool. Let's loot everyone.
We might as well lay down and let the goblins cut us up.
They'll have to cut through all those tieflings first.
Whoa.
That'll do any good. That ritual was our salvation.
Whoa.
If it's an argument you see, swift as my feet can carry me. You won't find it here. Whatever the Tree Father's
Okay,
judgment.
let's go talk to her.
You once called me a monster.
You are.
Seems I've proven you right.
So we can say, what happens now? You're damned right. Joining the Shadow Druids, what were you thinking? Power lure is a strong thing, I know it well. Or protecting the circle was natural, but you chose the wrong path. Let's say power lures is strong, I know it well.
It was through power that I would keep us safe. Or so I thought. Yet I betrayed Sylvanas himself. Led the circle to shadow. We will stop the rite, and I will stand trial.
Sweet.
My fate lies with Sylvanas. May he have mercy.
And with Halsin when he gets back. So, and what of Zevlor's people?
We will grant them safe harbor until they depart. Meanwhile, Help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking.
How did the shadow druids even find you?
It began with a letter. There was no messenger, it simply appeared. Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. Goblins, drow, and more still. Legions upon legions. The druids of Cloakwood knew the dangers this would bring. They ordained that all circles cast the rite to shelter from the storm. Olladin taught me to harness the Tree Father's power to wall us in. In return, well, you know the rest. I would turn the grove over to them.
That's not a very
I won't
good
forget the
deal.
wounds I've inflicted. I pray Halcyon returns to heal them in full.
Alright, sweet. So I think oh, am I encumbered? We need to go talk to the tieflings and let them know that they can stay. Whoa.
I see it on your face. You hate
Oops.
me.
Yeah, let's go talk to the tieflings and let them know that they can stay, since Kaga's done being crazy.
I was trying to help.
You nearly died. Did you hear me?
Same dialogue from them. We gotta go find Zevlor. I also desperately need to sell, so let's do that first since it's on the way. I got a lot of stuff that needs to be sold. Oh, and Astarion and Shadowheart finally leveled and caught up with us. That took forever. Oh well. Okay, we have leveled Astarion and Shadowheart. We sold a bunch of stuff. We bought some stuff. Yeah, pretty much we just bought some different arrows for Astarion, some health potions. Nothing crazy. I didn't buy any armor yet. I'm still just kind of waiting to find some, or just waiting until the shop has anything better. So let's look at our journal. Yeah, right now we just need to go and talk to Zevlor, let him know that the tieflings are free to stay, and then we will be good to continue to investigate around the grove. I like to take care of the tieflings first because they really make it seem like the ritual's gonna happen like very, very soon. I think the timer on it is like ridiculously long. Like I think you have a really long time before it actually happens and the tieflings get kicked out. But I just like to be sure. So, let's talk to Zevlor.
I'm told the druids have stopped their damn chanting. What happened?
Kaga's agreed to stop the ritual.
Truly? Ilmater's ashes. I never thought she would actually see reason. Thank you.
Well, she got called out pretty
We still have the
heavily.
goblins to contend with, but you've given us time to prepare. I need to ensure my people make the most of it. But here, left over from my soldiering days, it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. And I'm afraid I have more yet to ask.
Tell me what you need.
You've bought us some time here, but the goblins are still massing out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
Kill the goblin horde's leaders. I'll see what I can do.
Everyone in this camp depends on it.
Astarion,
Thank you.
relax.
We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
Like I said,
Zevlor, Tilly.
I would probably also not be thrilled if I were, especially if I were in his exact position. But even if like I were just in a situation like this, where like our survival is imperative on finding a cure to this ailment that we have, and the person in charge of our group was like, we're just gonna go do every other thing possible but that, that would be a little miffed. It would be a little miffed. Okay, so let's get that. So we have saved the refugees for now. We have to do the goblin camp, defeat the goblins. We still need to steal the sacred idol. I don't think we'll be able to find our belongings. And we have to go rescue Halson. That'll be at the goblin camp. There's a goblin priestess in the goblin camp that we need to talk to. Auntie Ethel, and then the creche. This we won't be able to do until Act 2. Well, I always call it Act 2. It's just the later half of Act 1. It's like Act 1.5. Once you get to the Underdark, my brain is like, this is Act 2. Obviously. It's not. Yeah. So I think, let's look at our map. I think we're gonna come get Karlach. I think it's about time we get Karlach. I miss her. I want her. Let's go get her. So we should probably go and grab Wyll once we get out. You know what? What am I doing? Let's go to the Blighted Village waypoint, and then we're gonna grab Wyll so that he can come with us to get Karlach, because that is his mission. Oh, Withers is here. I was like, who is that talking? Okay, Lae'zel. I would like you to stay in camp for a while.
Chuck, you believe as
Come on, Wyll, and then we'll have to level Wyll.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. That's the...
Alright. Wyll time. My first playthrough ever, I didn't get to bring Wyll a lot because I was playing a Warlock, and so it was not really beneficial to double dip. So I'm looking forward to bringing him more often this time. Let's do Hellish Rebuke, and... oh, I want him to have Repelling Blast and Agonizing Blast. So that'll push people back with his Eldritch Blast, and it will deal damage additional to his Charisma modifier. Misty Step. And Pact of the Blade. Obviously, he's the Blade of Frontiers. Let's do Friends. And Ray of Enfeeblement. Sure. And then a feat. Let's do Ability Improvement, and let's go Charisma. And let's push that all the way up to 19. Okay.
no, never mind.
So, we've got Wyll. Let's leave camp.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced
Hello?
countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
That's kind of a spoiler.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint though.
Walk in death.
Get him, Shadowheart. Okay. So, I think we need to come... I always forget how to get to Karlach. I think we need to come this way over the bridge. Because does this... wait, is this the Goblin Camp Bridge? Where's the other one? That's the Goblin Camp Bridge. So... oh man. Okay. Let's just go back out that way. Nope, that's the wrong way.
Sure, but think of the stories you'll be able to tell.
Oh yeah, we need to go this way. Ooh, some rogue's morsel, that's nice. That'll be used for health potions.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson after all.
Yeah, but you got trauma,
Came
girl.
to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Yeah, girl.
Mind if I
Okay.
don't ask to see it?
I don't know why. The last couple times I've played Baldur's Gate, it keeps launching in a really weird resolution, and then it will like, it doesn't crash, but it just like windows itself and changes resolution back. It's so weird.
So, Will with a Y.
Shadowheart is
Why?
chatting Will up today.
Why? That's right.
Oh wait, come back.
But why?
I
Why,
won't
why?
forget speak with animals this
My
time.
great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Let's talk to this little puppy.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
Persuasion. I'm not an enemy, I promise. Barely.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words.
Whoa.
Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
Oh, buddy. I don't think he's going to wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
I'll say, what's your name?
He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
What happened to your friend exactly?
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs.
I hate
And
gnolls.
their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
I'll say, come on, you can travel with me if you like.
No, I won't leave him.
I'll say, if he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a camp.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Or Scratch. Let's get some mushrooms. It's so cursed that he can tell that I'm Dark Urge. And he's like, yeah, that's... He's like, you are disgusting. Get up here. Let's jump across the water. Come over here. Man, the first time I played this game, I struggled to get over here. I wandered for like 30 minutes. Hello? Can everyone else just please get it together?
A long way to go still.
A hero at heart.
Well, I'm half tempted to have you Misty step over.
Trust me.
I wonder what the next move is.
I wish they could just like... I wish their auto jump was a little bit better. I know it's hard. Especially since like sometimes you can like cheese it almost and like get them in a very specific position to have them jump.
Don't touch me.
But man, do I hate having to like individually jump everyone. Okay,
Step light.
we are on the Risen Road now.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let's take a potion. Oops,
Don't
or
waste a
two?
step.
No, just one. Okay.
Always room for more.
There's a key over here.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
Some more Okay, and then here is Karlach.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Okay, sorry. My OBS was being weird. Okay. You're the devil we've been hunting. Karlach, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Whoa. Stand down, Will. You saw what I saw.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
She's a tiefling, dog. God, you're stubborn. Karlach's not a devil, and you know it.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Poor Karlach. Or Will.
You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Fable.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Yeah, let's send them back to where they came from.
Fuck yes.
Screw those guys.
They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good?
It does sound good. Sounds like a plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Let's have her trade places with Will.
Off I go. You'll know where to find me.
Now we're talking.
But then... Oh, we gotta level her real quick. Then we're going to go and rest, I think. I'll try the fight one time before resting. But we'll see. Barbarians are easy to level. Except I don't want her class to be Wild Heart. I want her to be a Berserker. And I want her to have Sentinel as well. Yeah, we'll try it one time, and then if we're a little too tapped,
Let's get on with it.
Shadowheart only has one spell, but Fable has all of hers, so we might be okay. We're gonna try and sneak in through the back way. And then, yeah, we'll try and take care of this for Karlach right off the bat. I don't want to go talk to the Paladins of Tyr. You know Karlach's not lying. I know Karlach's not lying. They're annoying to talk to anyways. Okay. So, I'm gonna have Astarion ungroup and hide. We're gonna have him sneak in here.
Cut it out. It's worse than Knowles out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
And shoot him.
Dragon. Would that worry you?
I'll give it
And let's use a
that's for sure.
arrow of fire.
Anything you give a dragon
Maybe
is
not.
bad gas.
A 24 damage right off the bat, and then he still didn't see him right away. So, first let's regroup everyone
What am I to do?
and have everyone else come join initiative. Or not.
Shall we cut and rip?
Whoa.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
There we go. Now everyone's in the battle. Okay.
Still on my feet.
So, it's everyone else's turn.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Let's have Fable shoot him, honestly.
Can't afford to let up.
Shadowheart we're gonna have come in. And she can firebolt that person.
Go for the throat.
Astarion's tapped because he's the one who initiated combat. And then
Jimmy on the go.
I might just have Karlach jump down. Well, she can't right now, but I'll have her shoot for now. Oh, and then she needs to rage next time. Oh, well, he jumped right up here, so that's fine. Dang. Sentinel. Wham. Critical miss. Yes, and then there's a lady down there. And she's gonna come up the ladder. Excuse me. Fable needs to drink a potion.
What should I do?
Let's have some
Astarion, I'm gonna have... Oh, because you're threatened. Let's have Karlach go first and just finish him off. Now, I'll have Astarion shoot her. Perfect.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Have Karlach run out. And then this girl has to come up the ladder. And then we'll be good with that. I don't want her to get stuck in the doorway. Oh, well that was easy.
What's hiding here?
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
I'll say Zariel won't get near you again. We'll make sure of that.
That's right, she won't. She can't.
She couldn't even lay a finger.
He's so funny. Okay, now we gotta loot really fast because Karlach's setting the place on fire.
With haste.
Loot, loot, loot. I don't think there's really anything all that good except for obviously his sword, which we already got.
I'm fading fast.
Oh, get out of that fire. Take a potion. Okay. Let's get everyone out of the burning building. Except Karlach, because she's finishing up.
Wanna dance?
No. Table?
Nothing hurts anymore.
Please. I feel like I clicked on her 35 times. Alright. Well, now that we killed them and lit the building on fire, let's talk to Karlach.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
We can say, like, you should have melted a long time ago. How can you stand it? Hot, or slightly mad, to be honest. Are you alright? I'm just gonna say hot.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart.
That sucks.
Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
How the hells did you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses.
For real.
It's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
I know just the guy. There's some tieflings holed up in a druid's grove nearby. We might look there.
Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Alrighty. Very good. So, let's loot these gnolls real quick, and then we're gonna rest.
I smell brimstone. This isn't good.
Let's go ahead and go to camp. We definitely won't make the gnoll fight if we don't rest first, unfortunately.
Hellfire.
Oops.
She's coming.
Who? Who's she? Sir? She's so hot.
Well, you've been naughty.
Except that
and
does
you know
give me
what
the ick.
happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
I also despise that option. I'm not even gonna read that. I'm just gonna say, just who in the nine hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out
I mean,
of
I've
the
only
bag.
known him for a couple
Call
days.
me Mizora.
He's not obligated.
I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me!
Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
Yeah.
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
So we can say, get to the point, devil, what do you want? If we kill Karlach, will that get rid of you? You better not lay a damned finger on Karlach. Blast it all, Will. Why didn't you tell me about her? Or I've had enough, you're not leaving this place alive. We're just gonna say, get to the point, devil. What do you want?
The point? Oh, yes. Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
He's so handsome.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you?
That part's so funny.
I'll be keeping
Can't a
mine
tiefling be the blade of frontiers?
on you.
Like, I know
and
people
Will,
are horrible
don't forget,
in like
our
D&D
pact
universe,
still stands.
but like,
Ta-ta.
there's plenty of tieflings who can still be heroes. Like, what are you talking about? You didn't even give him a tail. Like, I love Will's like tiefling form, and I know it's different, but like they really, he just has horns now. Like, dude, just wear a hood. It's fine. See, no tail to be found. Let's talk to Will.
God's damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not...
just regular people.
Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Ooh, I failed. I don't like any of these options. Like, the Blade of Frontiers has some explaining to do is probably the one I'll pick. These are also harsh. Like, if you think about it, we just met him, like, a couple days ago. He's not obligated to tell us anything about him, especially something as serious as this. So it's, like, so rude. Like, now is the time where he tells us stuff because it became relevant to the rest of the group. I don't feel like I should be mad at him for not telling me that sooner.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts.
The warlock options are a little better.
Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
What are the terms of your pact?
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mazora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Okay. That's fair. Like I said, just met the man. He's definitely doesn't need to tell us everything.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his.
He's a good man, Karlach.
Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out
He's
for
a
me
good
like that.
man. Oh, that's the option. He's a good man. Maybe the best of us.
You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
All right. Let's see if Astarion has anything to say.
So, Wyll did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
No, you don't take that lesson. Don't worry about that. We have to keep doing the right thing. And then... Oh, we need to talk to Withers.
We meet again, as predicted.
Well, yeah, you did tell me.
I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
They might be a little important. Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
Okay. You were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
The mercenaries you can hire from him. I understand. Impressive. Are there other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Sweet. That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
And then you mentioned a cost. What is it?
A matter of coin.
It's funny that he wants coin. Okay. I've never used any of the mercenaries because, well, like, why would I? When I can just take everyone else who has dialogue and I love. Let's go to bed, though. Full rest. Man. I was hoping that Astarion would bite me tonight. Can't always win. Ooh, let's talk to Scratch. But we have to cast Speak with Animals first.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Whoa. I'm sorry about what happened to your master.
Master? Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Poor Scratch. Give him a pat. He's just a little guy. Speaking of little guys, maybe we'll go get the owlbear cub soon. I think I'm good with Karlach still for now. So, yeah, let's go ahead and leave. She's so funny.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
She's happy.
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down.
Bodies
We're
everywhere.
conspicuous enough without your hyena
Accident
call.
or sabotage.
She's so funny. Alright, let's come down here. We got our Risen Road waypoint. So, let's try and fight some gnolls. Oh, oops. This is a cave first. Dagger root. Some boxes. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Karlach, I changed my mind. Go smack it.
The hammer's gonna fall. While I'm at it.
Yeah, I didn't think we could go there. Oh, that reminds me. Do we have a better axe for her? I will put his sword on her for now.
Still in control.
And
Just
then
what path lies before me?
we could sneak up this way. But I think I'd rather just take the road in case someone gets stuck jumping.
That's curious.
Oh, here's a mound. Dig that up. Whoa, hello. Hello, camera. Oh, I found some dye. That's nice. Alright. Let's come this way.
Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance. The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. Her offals smell irresistible. And while her blood feast has filled her, the hyena is not yet sated.
Come, see, my flesh becomes new flesh.
I've never talked to her with Speak with Animals on before.
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Her darling pups will not be of her own species. Gnolls bring forth their iniquitous litter from many corpsed wombs, including hyenas.
That's disgusting. I'm just gonna attack it. There's not a way to... Like, you can't save her.
You land a swift strike against her
I
skull.
don't know why we always
She
have to
yelps,
curb stomp them.
then goes still.
I have a
Whatever
weapon.
horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
Foul and disgusting. But now there's a bunch of gnolls.
Well, so much for peace. Don't waste a step.
Scram! And whatever you do, don't go and get your friends.
I'm ready. Got to press on.
There we go.
No wonder if they're leaping from hyenas left and right.
Great. So we're gonna get all these hyena ears. Because we will need them later. We're gonna get this letter. Loot all these other people. Take this longsword. The hyena ears you can use to craft potions of speed. And there's not very many of them later on. So I'm just trying to get everything I can now. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, let's go ahead and save. And then let's do a short rest.
Alright, time to see what's new horrors waiting for us.
And then let's see if we can do this gnoll fight up here. Save. Come over here.
Break.
We're gonna try that again. Like I said, I hate these gnolls. They are very annoying.
That symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
Watch your back. Let's be quick. Let's prowl.
Making me sweat. Where to?
Like a vandal. What's next, I wonder?
I can't waste any more time. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's have some fun.
Stand in my way.
You should search that corpse.
Okay. That took...
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
No, it's a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Eltergard's a long way from here. Where are you heading?
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
Where's that?
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Okay, sounds good. What's in the chest? Your cargo?
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate.
It always
he
is.
gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths.
A lot of people died for those baubles.
Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile.
Alright. I don't really care what his cargo is, so I'm not gonna intimidate him into giving it to me. Oops. Okay. I am gonna loot all of these hyenas, though. Otherwise, I think that pretty well... Oops, let's regroup, everyone. I think that pretty well does it for this part. We got a lot done. We leveled. Fought a bunch of gnolls. Saved some people. We for real saved all the tieflings this time. They will no longer be kicked out of the grove.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
So, I think in the next part we're going to head towards Joaquin's Rest, where Rugan told us to go. And see what that's all about. So yeah, let's go ahead and call that there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.